Breaking news, though, to begin the show. The Ben Simmons saga continues. The 76ers will not pay Simmons the $8.25 million owed to him today. This was the second payment of this season's $33 million rookie max extension. So, Wendy, in this situation, with it all playing out around this payment to Ben, what are you hearing? What is going on? Why did this happen?
Yeah, so Ben Simmons and his representatives were prepared for this news today. They told 76ers owner Josh Harris and team president Daryl Morey during a meeting back in August that if they decided not to pay him, that it would not change his thinking and it would not affect his decision to want to be traded and not report to training camp and play with the team. They have gone forward and decided not to pay him, which is a conundrum because we've never seen this in the NBA before. This is an unusual contract structure. Typically, NBA players wouldn't start receiving payments on their new contracts for the next season until November 15th. This was an advance payment. So really what the 76ers are saying here is we're not going to pay you for your salary through midway part of the season. And so it is definitely a throwing down of the gauntlet. And if this wasn't already a war, this is a declaration of war that probably pretty much closes the door tight on Ben Simmons having any interest in bridging this gap in reporting.
Bobby, how do you weigh in on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think what they've done is they've put this money in an escrow account here, and once he starts missing preseason games, which is starting on Monday, which is $227,000 that he'll lose, it makes it a lot easier for them to deduct that. So if Ben Simmons misses the next, let's say 4 games, off comes $1 million of that $8.2 million that is owed to him. And I think if there was ever if there was a 1% chance, let's say, that Ben Simmons had to go back to Philadelphia, I don't think that's the case right now. I think this is kind of the final blow here. I think what Philadelphia has said is that they're going to put their feet in the sand, and either you're going to come and report and you'll get paid or not, and we'll withhold your money.
Zach, how do you feel about this situation?
Yeah, I think today is like Brian said, both a declaration of war and totally expected by both sides and by the players' union, which is being looped in on all of this because this is an unprecedented situation. I think along with withholding the money, the Sixers are going to send Ben Simmons representatives and Ben Simmons himself a message. The money's here for you if you come and you pass your physical and you start participating in team activities. All the money comes back. All the money that we're allowed to still pay you comes back, and we're just going to have to see how it plays out. But this, in conjunction with Joel Embiid's comments yesterday, and Joel spoke very eloquently for about 4 or 5 minutes about Ben Simmons, some of which was positive, but some of which was also seemed sort of like Joel is fed up with the whole situation, called it borderline disrespectful, went back and talked about how we got rid of Jimmy Butler to appease Ben Simmons and his need for the ball, and you're not here with us. It does feel like we're reaching a breaking point here, and the longer this goes, the more it looks like the Simmons team is not about, yeah, we'll light $32 million on fire if that's what it takes to get out of here.
Brian, let me ask you real quick. Does this expedite the process of a potential trade?
Well, that's really the situation that is an unknown. Only the 76ers know what offers that they are holding, and I know that there hasn't been a lot of movement publicly, but I was just talking to some teams in the last few days that say there's still dialogue going on. But what I do think that this does is it's going to be another talking point. The next time the Sixers face the media, the next time Doc Rivers faces the media, he's going to get asked about it. We just had a 24-hour news cycle about what Joel Embiid said. Now we're going to have a 24 to 48-hour news cycle about this non-payment. And every single day that the 76ers camp is disrupted, it again increases the pressure on them to do something about it. Now, ultimately, the results of the games are going to speak loudest, but this is being a very disruptive thing. Here we are a week into training camp, and we have got daily reports on movements in this. This is just not a way to run a team, and it is not a way to be a healthy organization, and that's the situation that they're in. Movements in this.